go ahead and I'm going to take this opportunity. Let's talk about painting a little bit. Yes, this is a 40K model. It's a corn berserker. I want to do a technique that I've found to be really effective for me. Hopefully it'll pay off for you. It's a way to get some really quick, neat little highlights using a technique I've used by watching tons of people with an airbrush, and just watching them, I was like, how can I get an effect like this without having to drop, like, you know, $100, $200, etc. on a really good quality airbrush? What if I were, you know, an average gamer? What if I was somebody younger that doesn't have that sort of disposable income, and I still want to get a quality miniature, but I don't want to have to, but just using some stuff I probably already have. This is a corn bloodletter. I think I spent about 30-45 minutes painting this, but I went to a little more detail than you would do for like just tabletop miniature. And so what we're going to do is just emphasize what we can do to get some details on. So let's go ahead and just take a look at what we got going on. Okay, these are the paints I used for this project. I used the pure red army painter. I happen to like that. It's normally used as a base coat. We got some good effect on that. Also, I used some for my black primer. I used the Citadel black primer. You can use other brands if you wish on that. My base colors, pretty much I think everybody has. I'll just go across here. Here's bleach bone that I just used to pick out the skulls and stuff that you're going to use on Corn Berserker. If you're painting just normal Marines like Blood Angels using this method, you totally could. This for purity seals, whatever. It's a wide variety of uses. Bolt gun metal, obviously bolt guns, chain swords, whatever. Mithril silver, I use that in conjunction with the shining gold to get a brighter gold effect, and we'll go into that a little bit later. Standard Badab black Griffin sepia, those are washes, and then also use Mekarite red foundation paint, and we'll break down into that on how I implemented that into the painting, or to my painting as well. Be right back, and we'll go into the next step on how to implement all this. Step one, I went ahead and used the GW black spray primer all over the model. The next step I went into is I used the Citadel Foundation Mekarite red paint. On this, I went ahead and covered pretty much all the power armor in the Mekarite red color. The reason I like the foundation paints over like doing a blood red or a red gore or anything like that, I don't have to do as many layers due to the pigments, I guess, the pigments in the makeup of the foundation red paint. A lot of people enjoy using the privateer paint because you have a similar effect. So just a darker red color is what you want to do. Just whatever you have on hand, a dark red color. The reason why, that's going to be like our undercoating. That's going to provide you a little bit of the shadow effect that you're going to want. Okay, the next step we did, we got out the army painter. That is the pure red army painter that I used, and to that effect, what I did is I just used this pretty much as how most people would use like an airbrush on power armor to just apply a highlight. And how are you going to do that with aerosol just going everywhere? Simple fact, the aerosol is going to work in effect like an airbrush, and it's going to atomize the paint to the highest levels. What I did is I just basically, in that effect, if you want to look at the miniature this way, I just sprayed it from the top down, still using those light, just light dusting of paint, and it left the highlights up here at the top. So if you look at this, you're going to see a lot of that bright red paint. But if you turn it upside down this way, yeah, you're going to see a lot more. That's a penny, by the way. I weighed it down with pennies. Shh, it's illegal. The bottom is still very much Mekarite red, but as the blood red comes down, it's going to highlight all the natural stuff. You're going to highlight with, say, if you're doing this in the traditional way, you'd go ahead and put like you'd start your highlight layers here. You'd start your highlight layers there, highlight layer there, highlight layer there. You know, top of the knee, top of the foot. You know, top of the hand there. It's already done. So that's just saving you time. So if you're painting a squad of 20, a squad of 30, however many, or if you're going to do Blood Angels, this is something you might want to be interested in. Here we go. This is our last step. This is a model. This is my proof of concept model when I did this. Basically using the steps applied there, I did not highlight the red at all. I left it there. I pretty much went and did the gold. I mixed a 1 part gold with 1 part mithril silver, and that gives it like a white gold look that I really think makes the model pop out. Just did basic normal gold on the chain sword. Just did a sand, just a normal sand base. Didn't do any sort of corking, just because I wanted to get this done really, really fast. And just went over the details. This would, like I said, would apply to corn. You could do many sorts of corn models with it, not only marines. You could probably do demons with it as well, if you're doing like bloodletters or juggernauts or anything like that that you just want to put out really fast. Blood angels, I've got some blood angels models that I've tried doing this before with to good effect. There's just too many to name. Just anything that's red, really. But I hope you did enjoy this presentation. I hope somebody somewhere out there would take that, may want to try this out. This isn't going to take the place of a airbrush, because different tools, different jobs. The airbrush is going to give you a lot more control. What this is for is just doing pretty much blast assembly line miniatures at a very quick pace. Once again, this is Trash. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please post a comment of whether you thought this was a horrible video, whether you thought this was actually semi-educational. And thank you for everybody that's been promoting me out there, telling your friends. We're up over 40 subscribers now. So thanks a bunch, and everybody hang out. Ankle, and just you obviously want to wear gloves. You don't want to spray this on the inside. You want to be outside in the outdoors area. Don't be a dummy. And we're gonna have to reshoot this because I'm out of frame. Yeah.